What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of Filmy Thoughts. Before we get started, please press that red button and subscribe. Leave a comment to let me know what you think and like the video. Yeah, show some support. Thank you very much. So, today's episode we're going to be talking about an old school film, but it's the first time I watched it, and that is School of Rock, which has Jack Black as the main character. I can't lie to you, I liked it. It was a really good film. I found it very inspirational. And also, nearing the end, my eyes started to kind of water up a little bit. I'm not ashamed to say that. It was a good film. Just to give you a quick synopsis on the film. So, Jack Black is an aspiring musician. Feels like his life is going nowhere and he needs money. So, he takes a job on behalf of his roommate and basically assumes his character. Who his roommate is a what's it called, a sub teacher, I think they're called, a temporary teacher basically, and the school rings asking for his roommate for a role, and he decides to assume his character and become the sub teacher at this prestigious school. He goes into the school and he starts teaching a class of kids. But what he does is he actually teaches them about rock and teaches them how to be a rock band so that he can enter them into a competition and hopefully win and get some recognition. And yeah, I really liked it. It was a good film. Jack Black, as always, with an amazing acting class. I think he's a really good actor. He done so well in Tropic Thunder, King Kong, Jumanji. I thought he done well in as well. And in this film, he done really well. I've been meaning to watch this film for years, but I've never got around to it. But I found it very inspiring. It's interesting because when we're kids, we are taught to conform. And in this film, he basically unteaches the kids to conform and to follow their dreams and just let their hair loose. And because it's a private school where these parents are paying 15 grand a year. 15 grand a year. That's crazy. It's actually kind of cheap though, because I've done some research on a private school around here and they were charging 15 grand a term. And I believe there's 3 terms. So that's 45 grand a year. That's crazy numbers. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So some of the parents of these kids get wind of what's going on and notice that their child is all of a sudden really into rock, listening to rock, has attitude problems. They come down to the school and there's uproar basically when they find out that Jack Black isn't a real teacher, he's not a qualified teacher, he shouldn't be around kids. But the kids really like the teacher and they've worked so hard for this one show, so they decide to go on the run in order to go to this show. The parents come down and they're outraged, but when the kids start playing, they instantly kind of look at their children in awe, like, that's my child, you know. And that kind of touched me. That's when my eyes started to water a little bit, because it took me back to when my little one had her first piano show, and I was sitting there just looking at my child like, God damn, like, I didn't cry. I was close to though. So yes, very inspiring. Tells you can be exactly what you want to be. You don't have to conform to be that person. And I like films like that. I really, really do. So I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. There was no action. There was no explosions. But it was a nice comedy flick. And I enjoyed it on a Friday night. So that's what I would give it. I'd encourage you to watch it. And that's it from me. Nice short one. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening, morning, night, afternoon, or day, whenever you're watching this. Take care.